everyone. Don't make too much noise. Hello, hello, my lovely connoisseurs of the culture. I am the voice you can't forget. I am the Incredible V, aka Vitamin DGR, and I have returned back to the beautiful world of Master Detective Archives, the raid codening. I apologize, Twitch. Normally I would do this properly on schedule, but a lot happened in a very short amount of time. No worries. It is all fine. Everything's good, and I'm healing. But more importantly, welcome back. Boy, oh boy, where do we start with the recap for this one? Well, for starters, this is part 26, 27. I can't count. I can't read. So I'm going to tell you right now that we are clearly really far into the story. So before I go any further, here's your usual spoiler warning. If you like this content, of course, I want you to support me, but I don't want you to at me. I don't want you to be upset if I say or showcase things and you guys have an interest in this game. That being the case, if you guys like this content, then please continue to support me. I don't know if I have much of a heart to give a full recap, but I guess I could give some of the things that really stuck out to me last episode. One thing, special projection was awesome. I didn't like getting through that whole like weird ghost area. That was really stressful, but we managed to do it, so that's what matters on that one. Two, it was really interesting seeing Vivia come out of nowhere being like, I'm gonna threaten you with a knife. You must not continue. Like, saying things like that, and man, it threw me for a loop on that aspect. But it looks like he's giving us a chance because during a very crucial, critical moment that I really don't want to go further into detail, I really think you guys should watch last episode, because I think that was probably one of my favorite ones so far, was the Chief, if you know, you know, decided to give us one little bit of a pick-me-up, a morale boost to keep going. And honestly, I think that's what I needed. It definitely helps. So, it was necessary to help get further, but unfortunately, we still need more information. End all be all is there's a laboratory, or excuse me, laboratory, because we're in there. There's a computer that we need to get access to. And despite every other possible plan we might come up with, the ultimate plan we decided to come up with was we're going to be scapegoats. We're going to try and sneak past the peacekeepers, and hopefully we can get to that computer. No powers, no forte, no time looping, nothing. We're going to just good old passion ingenuity, I guess would be the best way to say it. So I don't know. We're going to see just how far this game goes with the whole stealth aspect, but I mean, you know, it can't be that bad, right? I mean, I'm me. I'm the voice you can't forget. I'm able to handle this, right? Maybe, sort of. Well, that's the reason why you see me kind of like hunched like this and not, you know, able to walk like I normally do. It's because I need to keep on the DL. I need to be nice and stealthy. So with that out of the way, let's just get to the episode. I know I could do more for a recap, but I'm still kind of feeling a little emotional, especially considering last episode, but I'm just gonna, you know, digress. We're gonna have fun. So, by all means, if you like this content, you love hearing the lovely sound of my voice, or you like supporting people like me, then I greatly appreciate any and all support you can give by, I don't know, perhaps following me on my Twitch with the handle of Vitamin DGR. You can also subscribe to skip those annoying ads that I know you guys
Wait, there are some peacekeepers this way.
are, you know, on me for, because I need to eat, so, you know, I would greatly appreciate a sub or two. But of course, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you may find me on YouTube with the same name and handle. I usually do these things on a normal schedule, I like to think, on YouTube, but if something happens, I'd still appreciate you guys liking and subscribing, especially the subscribe aspect, because you never know. Maybe there might be some episodes or videos I do that, you know, you might not get notified for. Of course, so you can also toggle the notifications in case you want to know more. But I digress. Let's see what you got for me, game. Guess I'm not going that way. So yeah, like I said, I gotta sneak past them, but I gotta do this without any fortes. So I just gotta... Hope I could do this on my own. Should I go through that? Well, is there a peacekeeper? There's peacekeepers there.
Faster! They'll spot you if you go that way!
Okay, got it. You would think in a high-tech secret lab like this, there'd be some cameras, but... That's a peacekeeper over there.
Oh!
You can see inside the lab from here. It looks like the spiral staircase goes even further down. I'm really digging the vibe here. It's like they set out to make the most cyberpunk-looking place ever. Very quiet. Take weapons. No, I'm just kidding. Ooh, okay, going over this way. Please don't turn this direction. Huh? Okay, we're good. I can't trust it sometimes. Huh? Nope. I'm about to cry, man. I really hope the chief... I'm serious. If the chief doesn't make it out of this, man, I don't know, man. Like, I think I might not be able to actually deal. Why are you loving this, Shinigami? You saw the hearts? That was rather easy. I was expecting another weird minigame like sneak past the ghosts or press the buttons on screen if stuff happens or something. I'm surprised we able to go through. And I'm also surprised we haven't run into Yomi yet. I would have thought for sure that flippin' loser would have popped up somewhere or another.
I managed to get here without being seen, but there should be more peacekeepers up ahead. I better keep moving and stay out of sight.
Out of mind, out of sight. Alright, so I'm not done. I gotta keep sneaking. Alright, here we go.
Wait, what if some toxic gas is still lingering around? Nah, just kidding.
Why are you... why are you so heartless to me? Like, you... Shinigami, like, I know, she expresses emotion, but you, like, when it comes to this kind of thing, you just don't care. You're like a machine. You're like a... I don't know. I was trying to, like, think of... You know how they have, like, like, not the anime, but, like, Ghost in the Shell, like, robots that have, like, ghosts or something. You're like a shell in the ghost. You're like, yeah, you're a ghost, but you're so more colder than I thought. I mean, granted, that's not true. I probably shouldn't say that. You're a lot more emotional as of late, and you start to, like, warm up, but, you know, you can stop being as sadistic. Are there any peacekeepers here? There's peacekeepers here. I can't go in here. Alright. See what happens.
I knew it. There are still some peacekeepers. But once I'm at the computer, I'll be in their blind spot.
Again, assuming that there's no cameras, like, you know, showcasing all this.
How are you going to get past them?
I just need to reach the computer without being seen.
This mission is impossible. Master, you gotta make sure you don't get clumsy.
Well, that's gonna happen. So I'm quiet because I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna turn around. Oh, that actually scared me. I'm like legit nervous, but here we go. It's gonna tilt my control stick very, very slightly.
There's no time. We need to hurry up and check the doctor's computer. All that's left is to check the computer.
Watch where you're...
Who's there?
Breck, go under the desk.
Jeez, I told you.
You're that terrorist detective.
Yuma! Also, I pressed A by accident.
I'll catch you and report to Director Yomi.
Really?
Master, you'll have to take a chance in the Mystery Labyrinth.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet. I have to do that before going to the Mystery Labyrinth.
Then what are you gonna do?
God.
What do I do?
I don't know.
Just come quietly. Resistance is futile.
What's the matter?
What? Vivia! Wait, did you?
Sheesh.
It was a lethal
dose. I want to die someday.
A very potent poison I found. They won't be able to get up.
Vivia, you came to help me?
Thank goodness, Vivia. Holy moly.
I always like to keep this syringe in my pocket.
What's in the syringe?
Something that will get you probably arrested. So let's not talk about it.
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
I know I should leave you alone, but curiosity got the best of me.
Dude, I'm glad you came here, man.
You are like death itself.
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
But you have death beside you, sort of.
No matter. I will be a witness to the end. Once you obtain the truth, I'll see if you choose to scream or fall silent.
I don't get what you mean, but you really saved me. And now I can check the doctor's computer.
Yeah, we can, like, check the computer now instead of talking about it.
Vivia really helped us out there. Let's wrap up this investigation now.
I'm more curious of what's in the syringe, though.
Hey,
You're going to check the doctor's computer, right? I think you should look into that as soon as possible.
So, what is in the syringe? That's what I'm more curious about.
If I told you, you'd have to die.
Okay, guess I'm not gonna know. Alright, Doc, what you got on the computer?
It's not locked. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. That's a possibility. Thank goodness.
no one could enter this room, so he didn't need to set a password.
Time to check it out. Let's see. Security log, reference folder 1, folder 2, folder 3.
Well, what are you looking at? And what did you find out?
Does human know how to use a computer? Well, I guess that probably wouldn't be, you know, affect her considering the amnesia. Huh?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, it automatically records the date and time in the log. So if someone cut the security and entered this room without permission, it would be recorded in the log.
Then we can check it out. Gotcha.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it. I'm not into modern machines and stuff.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. It hasn't been turned back on since. So
Wait, what?
that means this must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Right. So what?
That meant that... How did the guy get in there?
Well, the last time security was cut was 90 days ago,
90 days?
which means that security was up for at least 90 days before I disarmed it. There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
Which points to... And I had this theory, like I said last episode. But it points to one of two possibilities. Unless the bad guy was in that cabinet that we're looking at the top left and hidden there for a long time, or that that Amapal, excuse me, Amapal, I forgot we made the joke of Wall-E. That the bad guy rode on Wall-E for some reasons and hopped off just as we disabled the door. It's only one of the two possibilities, right? Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. The last time it was disabled before that was 90 days ago.
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days? He's a bona fide shut-in.
Oh, what a dream.
That's not the problem here. There's no record of anyone coming in and out of this room. There should be a log of the hitman entering before we did. Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here. It's the perfect, impossible crime.
But we saw the doc... Wait. That's a third possibility. No, because that was a hollow screen message. I was about to say, there's no way... I had the thought of maybe thinking, like, the doc was actually dead for, like, 90 years. Or 90 days prior to, but I'm certain they would have figured that out already, so...
From the looks of it, it appears we have strayed further from the truth. The files are formatted to prevent editing. There doesn't appear to be signs that the log was rewritten.
I didn't even think about that. Also, I can barely see Shinigami. All I see is her mouth.
We've checked the data, but it's just made the crime even more impossible.
And thus, the mystery deepens. Mysterious.
Like the mystery of, you can't tell where I am. Ooh.
It's not over yet. There could be more secret data. Halara even mentioned it. His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating a lot with the same person. One message is fairly recent, too.
Who is it? From, I'm not even gonna attempt to, from Ziff 5% and at GTA 70. GTA 70? Man, I must be old if we already skipped GTA 6 through 69. To the doctor. Doctor, we have trouble. Someone has discovered our deal. You should go into hiding for the time being. From doctor to GTA 70. It appears it's time to call it quits. We've profited enough from this already. It's too dangerous to leak research and confidential information any longer. I shall fully withdraw from here. With this money, I will fund my new research. From GTA 70 to Doctor, are the rumors true? Do you intend to leave Kanai Ward? Doctor, don't tell me you're plotting to take the research and run. I hope you already know this, but you have nowhere to go. I'm guessing the Doctor response? Yeah. From GTA 70 to Doctor. What's the matter, Doctor? Are you ignoring me? I'll not... Wait. That's not the Doctor's response. That's GTA 70 saying this again. Oh, okay. I thought it was a back and forth thing. Well, the first time it was, but now it looks like it's GTA 70 saying it again. What's the matter, Doctor? Are you ignoring me? I'll not permit any betrayal. I told you before, but you have nowhere to run. Prepare yourself.
This is...
Oh, I think GTA 70 might be, committing, something true to his name.
Quite a suspicious exchange. I'm sure Doctor refers to Dr. Huesca, but who is the anonymous person?
Oh, I just figured it out. That means we gotta go to Rockstar. Actually, wait, no. We can't go to Rockstar. Rockstar doesn't even, like, leak proper things. Dude, it might honestly be the most perfect crime. Everyone knows Rockstar's not gonna talk about anything. Oh, boy.
The address is just random characters jumbled together. It'd be hard to figure out who the person is just from this.
The Doctor spoke to a mysterious person about leaking research and confidential information.
Speaking of which, Makoto mentioned something similar.
Did he?
Well, this is just a rumor,
Forgot about this.
but someone in Amaterasu Corporation is working behind the scenes with Dr. Huesca. I don't know what they're plotting, but if this rumor is true, they must be dealt with eventually.
What if it was you? Wait, are you GTA 70?
So his suspicions were right. Searching through the backlog of the emails, this appears to have been going on for over 5 years.
Jeez.
But it seems like the relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the Doctor wanted to cut ties.
Well, to remind, for whatever reason, the Doctor wanted to leave Kanai Ward. And clearly, whoever the bad guys are were like, yeah, it ain't happening.
So the Doctor plotted to leave Kanai Ward, and this anonymous tried to stop him.
It's more like he directly threatened him, if you ask me.
Oh, it's still a key for our records. Email records of Dr. Huesca and Anonymous. There was regular communication between them until just recently.
Could Anonymous be the one who hired the hitman?
The Doctor betrayed him, so he sought to kill the Doctor. Makes sense.
The Doctor didn't shut himself in here just for research. He did it to protect himself.
I think we could talk about this kind of thing back at the safe room, but whatever.
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable security. It also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat, right?
Either he was that confident in his security, or it was just a facade. Regardless, this Anonymous is very suspicious. If only we could find out who this is.
Yeah, we
Even
saw a
if
lot
that
of problems.
person hired the hitman, we still don't know how he got inside.
Yeah, that's true.
True, that is the biggest puzzle here. How did the culprit get through such perfect security and murder the Doctor? If we don't figure that out, the case can't be solved and our innocence can't be proven.
Huh?
What? Uh-oh. I was just...
What are you doing here?
Ugh, I was just talking about him.
You again.
But not in a good way.
What are you, anyway? Were you born just to get in my way?
I like how Vivia's off to the side, being like, that's the one you need to shoot. I'll just be over here. Here.
Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for defeatists. Alright, fine. You're not just some shit in my path.
Language, dude. Ugh, man, I gotta jack up the age rating in my videos.
You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals. A piece of trash. Trash must be dealt with properly before you rot and start to stink! What's your name?
Yuma Cocoa Head.
Why would you say your name? Whatever.
I see. I'll make a path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it. Of course. It'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey! Capture these criminals! I'll execute them on the spot!
Shinigami, can you do it?
Of course, Master!
I guess we have enough clues.
We're finally acting like partners!
I mean, I do have some thoughts, but the problem is, I don't know about culprits.
To the Mystery Labyrinth!
I like how Yuma's finally on board with this, but at the same time, I kind of... It's just like last time. I have ideas on how to solve some of these, well, whatever's happening, I guess. But I don't know about culprits, though. Well, I'm hoping the game will tell me. Well, that definitely means since we're going to enter the Mystery Labyrinth, I gotta throw a warning in this episode. I wonder how Vivia's going to react to Shinigami. Ooh, actually, I'm looking forward to this exchange. I figured it was due. I figured we were going to go to the Mystery Labyrinth soon. I was expecting, if not this episode, like, I wasn't expecting to do this early. I was at best thinking maybe the end of this episode. Not this early on, but I guess we don't really have a choice. Also, if my voice sounds off, I've been munching on these Mike and Ike sours. I got some kicks sometimes. Ooh.
This. I see.
Nice girlfriend. Did he just smile?
So this is your true power.
He just smiled.
Yuma. I knew you were dangerous.
What you say, it's already way too late!
Ah!
I want to die someday.
What are you gonna do?
Down the rabbit hole we go!
Right, well, I just didn't know what reaction he'd have, but he clearly was a lot more like, oh yeah, definitely. Definitely a lot more composed. Ooh, right, I forgot I had like a million different saves. Whatever. Alright, here we go. Not bad. I haven't had these Mike and Ike sours before. A friend of mine gave them to me. We were hanging out earlier today. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll try some. But I never like ate them yet. And I mean, I'm really hungry, so it's probably not a good excuse to like stall my hunger. But I was like, I need something to chew on real quick. So I started munching on them. My mouth's watering like crazy for some reason. Ooh. What if that's a sour thing? Sour foods make people's mouths water? Or probably just it's because of the Mike and Ike sours. This episode's sponsored by Mike and Ike. No, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. Hey, Vivia, you finally have your opportunity to die.
With the falling, why can't it ever be a gentle landing? Oh, Vivia, this is called the Mystery Labyrinth.
Shut up. Like, what? I'm busy. Enjoying the scenery. Ah. At long last. I finally found my final resting place. You're fine. Wait, you're trying to die? Okay, Vivia.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
And he figured it out on the, like, immediately? Well, then again, Halara also kinda did a little bit, right?
You can tell? Well, anyway,
Oh, let's beat this up.
This actually isn't my forte. It's...
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
And again, you're on it, 2 for 2.
Huh?
So you really could see me this whole time.
I thought so. Oh, she doesn't look all happy and cheery and everything like always.
He could?
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since
But
I
you
was
could
young,
see him.
I've been able to see otherworldly things.
I knew you were able to see Shinigami.
My forte was gained through training that innate talent.
But that's interesting. Wait. Sorry, I talked over, but he always had an affinities for spirits and then just gained a forte afterwards? I thought it was that he had that forte and it allowed him to be more spiritually aware. That's crazy and at the same time a little unsettling.
Though, I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it.
Still better than everyone else.
Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency, and saw that death god clear as crystal. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO Underground Book Vault held something called the Book of Death.
Oh.
And also, that someone had taken it.
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I mean, it must have been me. I mean, I kind of figured from some earlier cutscenes, but man, it just makes me want to know more about who Yuma was beforehand.
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book vault. Only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Anyway, you've been using this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
I like how Vivia's the one that's on it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits?
Oh. That's... Oh, I don't know if I can showcase it, but... Hold on, can I... Yeah, okay. I noticed this. Look at Shinigami's face. Normally she'd be all like, yeah, of course I did, it was fun, or something. But even she's just like, ooh. It's crazy that... I keep saying it, I can't get over this. But I just don't know what else I can say. Like, it's honestly ridiculous. That Vivia of all people's on it. Way more so than Halara. Yeah, I don't have a response, yeah.
My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery, causes its true perpetrator to die. If that's the case, you've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's just what happens when...
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
What? Hey!
You are so not helping. Now you chime in?
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
I see. So you're determined to do this, huh? Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction myself.
So you're just gonna sit and lay here?
So, I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
If you're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you. Well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
I have this messed up thought that he kind of doesn't care.
Regrets? I don't have any of those. But there are still some things I've left unfinished.
Really?
Especially after you exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way. Well, Master, let's do the usual.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, you was just like, alright.
Are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Said yeah.
I am.
Again, I feel like I talk about it every time. I like that he's like starting to become more and more accepting of this. Like, yeah, alright. Still don't know how many like chapters there are in this. But I'm wondering if there'll be a chapter where he's just like, let's go already, Shinigami. Like, he's way more motivated. Ugh. Better use some hand sanitizer after that. It's still gross. Doesn't matter how many times we see it. Doesn't matter how cool the sword is. Well, the sword is cool. Kind of sounds like the choir saying,
Is that sword
"Eeyok!"
for cutting through mysteries? This place must be pretty dangerous.
You know, never mind. Ugh, thanks. Thank you.
Here you go, Master. Here's your solution key.
Is that key something like a clue for the case?
Yep.
Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Could you be more of a downer? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you. So let's go and unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth.
We have to walk? This is unbearable.
I like this.
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
I thought you were gonna ignore him.
I'm doing a good job at it. I liked that exchange. I cannot stress enough. I really like that. Can I pause? Just really quickly. I really like that exchange of as soon as Vivia dropped down in here, he immediately figured out everything. Like, took him barely any time to immediately piece together Shinigami's role, Yuma's connection to her. Well, to a degree, because we're still like in the dark about it. Revealed that he was able to be aware of Shinigami and was able to see him for quite some time, obviously in the respective time intervals. Was able to figure out Yuma's still driven to do this. And yeah, he's reluctant, but he's still going to help us, which I really need to start using those assist abilities, because I haven't done it, I think, since the first time I discovered it. I don't know why. Probably because I get so, like, wrapped into it, I kind of keep forgetting. I don't know, I really should do it once or twice. And even Shinigami, like, again, the meat of it, the real, like, true centerpiece that got me, was truly when Vivia was saying that, yes, you know you're solving these mysteries, but you also have a lot of blood in your hands. And clearly, Yuma, who already went through, and it's probably still gonna go through it again, the whole, like, I'm technically, like, killing these people. Like, clearly that's not the right way, but what other choice do you have? It kind of reminds me of before, like, last chapter, when he was broken about, like, having to expose the culprits. And it took Kurumi to, you know, get me back on my feet. So, it's interesting seeing Yuma, like, have that whole exchange. Shinigami was like, yeah, I mean, I may be the one doing the reaping, but it's technically because of you. And Yuma's just like, okay, we can talk about this later, but we need to solve this mystery now. I hate the fact that it had to be the chief's life at stake to really motivate us, but you know what? It's got to be done. So I really like that W. That's such a W for this. That got me. That's probably one of my favorite scenes of this game. I may not be doing a good job explaining it enough, but holy moly, that just, oh man, it was so good. Oh, I love this game. I don't know. I just love this game.
Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Huh?
Wait, you remember?
Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
Wait, how come Vivia can remember?
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
So does that mean Vivia's gonna remember all of this too? Of course it'll be him, right? But of course Vivia's not gonna say anything because he'd be like, whatever, I wanna die someday. Like in a video game. Like something like that.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the Mystery Labyrinth.
Well, wait. Did I miss something? Yeah, we held hands with Vivia. We used coalescence on him with the spiritual projection, right? Shouldn't that be the reason why, or am I missing something?
I guess coalescence got overridden. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability.
I'm confused. Is there something I missed? I'm trying to like go back here. He said he uses he used coalescence with Fubuki. Does he talk about recently? Like he used it with Fubuki before that? No, it was with Vivia, right? Now I'm confused. There's something I clearly missed, and I know the comment section will tell me, so I apologize, chat.
I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
Plus, I know that you have a crush on her. And then Shinigami was just like, what was that? He's like, Vivian, explain on the crush, eh?
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything. Thank goodness. What a relief.
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Hey, relax.
I really don't think he cares. Oh, we're ready. All right, let's go. Actually, can I... Is he gonna run? I can't, unfortunately, turn the camera. I want to see... Oh, he does run. Okay. I want to see if Vivia actually, like, ran behind us or was just, like, gonna solemnly walk behind us like a zombie. Which means after this episode, definitely gonna have to, like, look at the keys and try to study this. Oh, this chapter, man.
Ooh, there's that mystery!
Oh, that, yeah. I didn't miss this. Ugh. Wait, what? Where's the words?
I told you to stop surprising me like that.
Wait, where are the words?
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wits. But it looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Wait, no, seriously, where the flip the words?
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Thanks, it's real kind of you. What the heck's going on?
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Right? Like, this is way different. Normally, you would have, like, you know, caused my ketchup to splatter all over the wall, and some words would be like, oh, will people subscribe to V's Twitch channel or YouTube channel? And then, of course, people have to make that decision. You know, things like that.
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either.
I'm actually kind of confused here.
Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah, there's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is... the fact that Dr. Weska was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out.
Yeah, I guess that would be it. I think that's because that's the one that I'm currently thinking of, even as we speak. Like, I'm in my head still thinking about one of those two scenarios, like I said earlier, so...
The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security. And yet, he was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapel. Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits. But we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab?
Is that gonna be the first question we work on?
That's what I don't know.
But the culprit is definitely the hitman, right?
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him.
That's also true, yeah. Got a point on that one.
But there's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
So, we're gonna start by trying to
Peacekeeper?
How are they? No, these are the Q versions, and I just realized, because every one of them has a stupid, mystery phantom, and now we gotta deal with Yomi, don't we? Because he's the only person that's been getting in our way. You know what? I'll actually get kind of a good feeling from this. It won't be the real one, but hey, it technically means I get to cut up Yomi, so I'll take it.
Kanai Ward's garbage. What are you doing here?
Yomi Hellsmile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
No, it's gotta be the Q form.
Yeah, but he's just part of the Mystery Labyrinth.
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the labyrinth, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're 3 for 3, Vivia.
You pieces of shit.
Whoa. Is that his phantom form? Oh, are you serious? This Devil May Cry looking boss?
You're disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward.
He looks like the final villain. Wait, is this the last chapter? Are there only 4 chapters of the game? Like, he looks final bossy, doesn't he?
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
But we have no choice.
What weapon is that?
For Chief
Why is it so
Yako,
floppy?
for everyone.
Oh, but Yuma's getting serious. All right.
You killed Dr. Weska, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death!
I like how he's got the white and black Monokuma thing going on, too. Wait, are we starting with a death match? Really? I mean, okay, sure. Actually, wait, haven't all the ones started like that? I guess so. Whatever, let's do this. Alright, get my keys, let's do this. Oh, this music's different. Hold on, okay, let's see what we got here. Maybe I'm weird. It feels like Yuma's just a lot more determined. I like this. I like this a lot. And the music's different too for the deathmatch. Like, I kid you not, folks. I like the music for the deathmatch so much. I have a video saved on my YouTube, so every now and then if I'm going on a walk, or I'll just listen to it. But this is way different. Like, it's like a remix. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Let's see. Security log. Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. The last time it was disabled was before that was 90 days ago. The critical lab security system operates on a separate power system than what is managed in the electrical room. Toxic gas is bacterial, so regular gas masks are ineffective against it. It takes about 30 minutes after exposure for the toxins to spread, and death is certain. In the critical lab, there was a shoe print on Amapal's head. Alright, we know how this goes at this point, so we don't need to explain this. Let's do this.
The ones who killed Dr. Weska.
Oh, that's a lot quicker.
The security system to the doctor's lab.
Disarm the security system to the doctor's lab, okay.
And then murdered him inside. Until you actually enter the lab. The security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Okay.
It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active. In other words,
alright.
No one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
The intruder. Whoa! Ah!
Which
Trying to
makes
jump bad.
you the culprit.
You're the culprit. Whoa, I don't know.
Right.
Well, it would have been pretty tough to get the security system into the critical lab.
But
The doctor died before we got inside, which means there had to have been an intruder. There had to be an intruder. Okay, so it must have been an intruder. Let's take another look at the solution keys to see if any evidence stands out. Okay, sorry, I need to focus on
ones
that.
who killed Dr. Weska. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab.
Arm the security system. Security system was disabled an hour ago. Last time it was disabled before that was 90 days ago. I mean, right? This thing, sorry. Disarm the security system. Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. The last time it was disabled before that was 90 days ago. Isn't that right, though? I think that might be it. Oh, well, I already missed my window, so...
And then murdered him inside. Until you actually enter the lab. The security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Here's the system for the critical lab.
It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
Actually, keep saying the system.
In other words,
Wait, is it not the system? I guess so. The security system was disabled an hour ago. The last time it was disabled before was 90 days ago. Is that? Well, okay. So I'm thinking like, am I not using the right key?
words. No one can enter the doctor's lab.
Can't cut it. Ugh.
There couldn't be an intruder.
Could be an intruder. Ah, time that
Which
jump
makes
every
you
time.
the culprit.
Man, that's so badly. I'm here.
Right.
But I'm pretty tough to get through the security system to enter the critical lab. Right. Doctor died before we got inside, which means there had to have been an intruder. Wait, is Yuma saying that it's the intruder one? I like how Baby's just standing there, like, yeah, Yuma, he's our man. We can't do it. No one can. To have been an intruder, but wait. He said there had to have been an intruder. Yes, that's true. Someone else came in because of the look at the sushi keys. You know, wait, isn't there proof of that? Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. Critical Labs operated power system that was managed in the electrical room. Oh, wait. Shoe print. There's a shoe print on Amapal's head. Is that it? But either that or security log. It's either that or security log. Oh, I don't know. Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. The last time it was disabled before that was 90 days ago. What was the first red thing? Well, as soon as it pops up, I'm just gonna like see
You're
it.
the ones who killed Dr. Weska. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab.
Oop, wrong button. Okay, he said you disarmed the security system. The doctor's lab. Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. Wait, no, it wouldn't be that. Because time interval seems... Wait, is that not it? Okay. Sorry, I apologize, viewers. This is actually way harder than I thought. He said you disabled the security system. Okay, let's see. I just want to look at it further. The security log of the critical lab. The security system was turned on or off. The date is automatically recorded. Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. It has not been turned back on since. Yuma and the company used Amapal to disable security. Last time disabled before that was 90 days ago. In other words, Yuma and company disabled it. The security system has been running without issue for the past 90 days. Wait. I don't think that's it. Hold on. I don't think that's it because if I slash it, that's assuming there's no proof that it's me. Right? Like, I know it wasn't me, but that's nothing against it. Against that statement. Like, I'm trying to refute the aspect of I disabled the security system. I don't really think I have proof on that right now. Because the time interval, it could have... I'm looking at it as Yomi's perspective. Theoretically, I could have had the time to do it. So I don't think that's right. Is it? Then I don't know what it is. I have to go through it again. I don't know. You disarmed the security system to Doctor's lab. Yes.
And then murdered him inside.
Murdered him inside.
Until you actually entered the lab. The security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Wait, was that it? Security system stayed active. It was disabled an hour ago. No, that wouldn't be it, because the security system came back on, so no, that's not right.
It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
That's true.
In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab.
Wait. No one can... Wait. It had to be an intruder. Right? He's gonna say there was an intruder, and then... Wait. In the critical lab, there was a shoe print. When Amapal was moved into the airlock chamber, however, there's no shoe print. Oh, it might be this. It's this. It has to be this. Because, yeah, I totally spaced on that. When we got Amapal beforehand, there wasn't a shoe print. There clearly was one when we got... There had to have been an intruder. That's the one. It has to be this. It has to be the intruder one.
Be an intruder.
It has to be that. Yes. Yes! Had to have been. There was no, like... That security system was throwing me for a loop, man.
When the body was first discovered, Amapal was about to enter the doctor's lab, but something bumped into it and knocked it over.
Boy, something kicked off of it.
In fact, there was a mark on Amapal's head, like someone kicked it. That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
Yes.
You call that evidence?
But it's better than the security system one, because if I slash the security lab, then I bet you he'll be like, you still could have had plenty of time to go mess with the security system.
Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth?
Sometimes, but I'm trying to entertain. I am a content creator. All the streamers do that. Oh, okay, round two? Okay, what do we got?
Don't make me laugh.
Wait, what? Whoa, okay.
Shit. There was an intruder?
I'd love to, like that.
That's impossible.
Shit.
And in fact, you proved that yourself.
Did I? Wait, did I do that? I don't think I did that. Well, it has to be that one. So many self-serving arguments. It's all made up. Use your powers of deduction to repel the contradiction. Well, I mean, that one's obvious. What has to be? Oh, puzzles. Welcome, send vitamin. Heal me vitamin. Allow me to soothe you. Allow me to color your mind. Allow me to reinvigorate you, my friend. Let me bestow upon you the power of vitamin DGR. But welcome, puzzle to the stream. Hope you're feeling good. Sorry again. I didn't mean to do this late. A lot of things happen. Apologies. Okay, so clearly the one. Oh, it's the repel thingy again. Okay, well it's clearly not the little spit one.
There was an intruder. That's impossible.
Ooh, that was close.
And in fact,
Yeah.
you proved that yourself.
Wait, there we go.
Doesn't hold up.
Okay, maybe I had to time that a little better, but whatever.
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder.
But yeah, no, puzzles. If you want to talk, I got you.
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh.
This final boss looking loser. Lab? Oh, okay, we got 4. Sorry. Trying to figure this out. Let's see. Lab map. A floor plan of the lab. It was supposed to be a top secret file, but it was found hidden behind a houseplant. Airlock contamination device. The device exists to prevent leakage from the toxic gas chamber. The lid is barred, but has a hinge to make it easy to open and close. Unlike the decontamination chambers in the airlock chamber, the cover of the one in the panel chamber cannot open or close. Okay. I don't know why that took me a minute. For some reason, something in my brain went with that. There's a tiny vent in the critical lab, but the cover is fixed in place and not large enough for a person to pass through. Okay. You just have a bad fever and it's not even chilly? I don't know how it happened. Well, let's see here. It is April. People can get a little bit sick around this time of year. Make sure, of course, to take some good vitamins. Make sure you bundle up, even if you are hot. It is good to make sure you're not cold. Granted, I'm not gonna say what weirdo people do and wear socks to bed, because, but make sure you stay nice and toasty. Obviously, you want to get a lot of water, like a lot of water. Flush out your system. Some tea and some good old, some honey tea, or even some ginger might be something really good for you, if I can make a recommendation. Obviously, get some good foods that are not overly heavy or processed, but also not light. You know, a good, like, balanced meal will also do you some wonders. And this is also some good knowledge for some of you viewers, too, if you're feeling sick. Obviously, you could take, you know, some good old OTC over-the-counter, like, you know, medicines and stuff, but it is always good to just make sure you have a good amount of vitamins, some good amount of citrus, a lot of water to flush out your system, something fierce, and plenty of rest. Because one of the reasons that I think people could get sick isn't just from being exposed to bad elements, and this is something that happens for me. If you don't get enough rest, you might also, like, you know, might compromise your capabilities, your body. I'm not speaking on behalf of others, I'm speaking on my experience. I tend to get more sick, more likely, when I don't get enough rest. Which is why I hibernate 20 of the 24 hours a day. No, I'm just playing. But no, I would definitely recommend some things like that. Sorry, I just went on a non sequitur there. Okay, we'll just stick with lab map and see what we got.
Was another intruder.
Whoa! Ah, man, the timing was bad. Man, my health bar's big though.
Arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right?
There's no one else.
Place to hide in the critical.
No place to hide.
There's no way they got past you.
Is there a place to hide? Ah, man, I'm bad on the timing of that.
You missed it.
You should be saying they slipped and you missed it?
That's obviously impossible.
Dude, this guy just doesn't let up.
You just proved you committed the crime.
Prove you committed a crime.
right.
It's true we didn't see anyone on our way to the lab after disabling the security.
What does that mean?
How could the culprit have hidden from us? Wait, how could the culprit have hidden from us? Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Because it must have been on us on Wall-E, right?
If there...
My keys again? Low powder lab is supposed to be a top secret file. No, I don't think that's right. Device exists to prevent leakage from the toxic gas chamber. The lid is barred, but has a hinge to make it easy to open and close. Actually, wait. Wait, it might be that one. I apologize, like I said, puzzled. I listened to the expert. Oh, well, thank you, you're so sweet. As well as Chad. I don't think I've been this focused. Unlike the decontamination chamber and the air... unlike the decontamination device in the airlock chamber, the cover of the one in the panel chamber cannot open or close. These all kind of have a theme of hiding somewhere. And of the three of them, I think it might be the airlock one, because you could open and close. And I guess you could hide in there. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking about it. If the culprit... Humor this thought, folks. If the culprit was on Wall-E, I know I'm a pal, but if the culprit was on Wall-E and knew we had to go to the toxic gas chamber, what if the culprit went inside the air decontamination device? Because that would just like be kind of a thing to fumigate the poison for the toxic gas, right? I mean, granted, I still think he'd have to have a suit, but I think it'd be better than going in the toxic gas chamber. Plus, I remember when Yuma, well, us, went all ghosty and went through there, we saw that there technically was enough room for Yuma to go in. Obviously, there's no exit, but there's, I think, enough space for a body to fit in there. I think it's the airlock decontamination device. Didn't he say, like, there was someone, like, hidden in a lab? Is that one of the statements?
Then where did they go?
I think that's the one I have to hit.
By the time you arrived at the scene,
I really should use this.
there
Stop
was
it!
no one else, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
There's no place to hide in the critical.
That? Okay. Yeah, because you could use the decontamination device to hide in there. The chambers, excuse me.
There's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device. The vents cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside.
Which means there was a culprit. So, what did he say earlier that we upheld? An intruder? There was an intruder.
If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway. Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
You know what's extra haunting about Yomi Phantom form? Is that every other one, like, took damage. This one was just kind of like, that merely tickled. That's really unsettling. Is that just to show how bad Yomi is? Then again, Yomi hell side, so.
Time, but it's not over yet.
He sure is persistent, huh?
I like to think that I helped a little bit. You didn't do anything, Vivia. You just stood there, and honestly, you should not slouch. Like, it's bad. Like, you need to stand up straight. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a hunch, and it's not gonna be good. Ladies don't like a tall guy that hunches over, looming in like they're about to go on their prey, like Bowser. They like a man who's able to stand up straight and true, like Luigi. Yeah, I said Luigi. I mean, think about it. Think of all the girls Luigi gets. He gets Daisy, gets Rosalina, probably gonna get Pauline. Like, it's happened. Luigi X harem. I'm confirming that. No, that's not just some weird slash fiction I tried to write when I was younger. Don't judge me.
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
Oh, we still don't know what the question is. Wait, you're cutting me again? Oh, there is one. Or is there an intruder?
Come on. Why does it have to be so sudden?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery,
Wait.
just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth.
There had to have been an intruder, right? Because of the shoe print on Wall-E. I just said that. Right? Like, there had to have been. Now I'm actually second-guessing myself. Puzzle says, even outside of Mario, for what I've seen, Luigi got more fangirls than Mario. Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's truth time. I don't have this anymore, but in my middle school days, well, I know I have it somewhere. I have to go through my storage. But in my middle school days, I was fascinated with two things. I'm just gonna out myself, I don't mind. But one, like many of us, I was interested in anime and manga. And yes, it was during some intervals where unfortunately I was bullied and teased. This isn't some sympathy plea. But I was one of those who got bullied because I like the things I like. Which is why I love this time now, because, you know, people now think it's cool. Wish it was the case years ago, but whatever. And I tried my hand at drawing manga and stuff. We'll discuss that a different thing. But the other thing I got into, I don't 100% remember what started it, but I do remember having this weird fascination for, like, some of, there was, like, at a library back in my middle school days, some of the kids would, like, just get together and, like, talk about various things, and I remember, I wasn't part of it, but I always listened in about, like, some of the guys in the school. I remember them talking about, like, oh, yeah, it'd be cool if, like, this person got with this, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, again, I don't really remember what started it, but I do remember, like, thinking about it. I was like, oh, actually, it's kind of interesting to, like, think about pairings between characters that may normally not meet. And you could judge me however you will, but this was also at the time that I discovered Metroid Zero Mission for Game Boy Advance, although I never had Advance, I had SP growing up. And I think that was probably one of the things that helped make this catalyst of, like, Samus cross a lot of things, because I didn't play Super Metroid until way later. So up until that moment, I honestly thought the character's name was Metroid, and I thought Samus was a boy. You know, like all the other foolish people. But man, seeing Zero Suit on Game Boy Advance, and I was like, what? Wait, what the flip? Samus is a girl? A hot girl too? And man, my tiny prepubescent boy mind was just like, wait, I can imagine Samus in all these crazy things. And of course, I was a boy, so, you know, we always gotta, like, have them. I mean, yeah, not just for boys, but I bet some girls also thought about it too. Because Samus is crazy hot. Like, I don't know, a girl that could, like, step on me is attractive. No, I'm just kidding. But, I had a phase where I was like, oh, man, it'd be, like, Samus cross. Well, I didn't do cross me, but I tried to cross, like, a bunch of other, like, random characters. Which, during my middle school days, this is truly how you know that I'm a really weird guy, but I have my moments. I don't know if people know this, but there was a game, called Magi Nation for Game Boy Color. And the reason why I know that game fondly is because that was one of the first games that my grandparents got me. And all I remembered really from it was that the main character, at least on the cover, was like this blonde kid with a red hoodie and, like, you know, pants, which is kind of similar to, like, what I wear and stuff. But I had this weird thing about, like, because in the game his name's Tony James. I think it has a J in it. But he gets sent into this weirdo world where he tried to, like, save the day because, you know, he's the chosen one. It was like an isekai kind of thing. I would later on find out years later that they had a really, like, educational cartoon show, but ugh. But I had moments where I kept crossing Tony with Metroid, like a whole moment where, like, Tony fell through, like, some sort of hole and ended up out in a different planet of Zeeves where he would counter Samus. And at the time I didn't know ages and everything because Tony was like a kid and Samus was an adult. So again, I was in early middle school, so don't at me, don't cancel me. I'm trying to be real with you guys. So, and that was the first of many. Like, eventually later on I got a lot more, like, into it and started doing, like, a bunch of other random characters, especially Sonic. For some dumb reason I kept crossing Sonic with a lot of girls, and it didn't help that I got off of it. And then I remember that folks know I'm a Game Grumps fan, that I think Game Grumps did, I think it was Black Knight, or what was Black Knight 06? I don't know which one they did, but they started talking about, like, Sonic fanfiction, and for some reason I remember, like, the first episode I saw of them talk about, like, Dan reading fanfiction, that I just, like, I don't know, I went to my middle school days, I was like, oh god, I'm part of the problem. But at the same time, I thought, you know what? Own up to that. Like, why not? People may think it's cringy, but you know what? I think people have to give respect for people to, like, stick to their guns. No, this is not a segue to saying, hey V, if we like contribute to you or pay for it, would you read fan fiction? I mean, well, we'll see if my fan base likes it. But for now, I'm just being real with you guys. Plus says, gossip lead to shipping characters is the funniest way to discover Yuri. That was probably my thing to discover a lot of things. Well, not necessarily Yuri. I discovered Yuri way later. I was actually... I think I discovered Yaoi, like, ages on before discovering Yuri. Which is funny, too, because I discovered Yaoi for a long time and didn't know what Yuri was. Until, like, way later, even though it made sense. I don't want to talk about a Yaoi Yuri... Oh, I guess I will. I don't know if it was the exact first time I discovered Yaoi, folks. But, the first time... I didn't know what Yaoi was, but I do remember, and again, it was in middle school, that it was during Pokemon. The cartoon show Pokemon. I remember there was this girl that was in our school that she, like, easily, she clearly knew, because, you know, girls mature faster than guys, I guess. But it was during the old era of Pokemon, you know, back when Gary was like, hey, smell you later, Gramps, like that kind of thing. And I don't 100% remember what they said, but it was something similar to the lines of, like, having this weird fantasy of, or saying this thing about, like, how Ash and Gary were, like in a relationship. And as a kid, I didn't know what that was, so I was just like, all right, cool. And it wouldn't be till way later that I would discover other shows and other things where it actually had Yaoi, like, legitimately. Like, the first time I discovered it was just somebody's fantasy. I think my actual first anime when I discovered it was a really obscure one called Kids on the Slope. No, wasn't there something else? I don't remember. Oh, well, I'll talk about it later. But yeah, I just want to be real with you guys real quick. Sorry, I went on a completely different non sequitur. My bad. Let's see. Mystery's just getting started. No slip-ups here, master. The cringe to be free. Yeah, like I won't people say, like, if you want to be cringy, but just be you. Like, as long as you're not hurting anybody, no one can judge you for liking the things you like. I truly believe in that. Like, if I want to... I have my moments where I like to be real and serious, but at the same time, I have moments where I could be cringy, too. I'm not embarrassed. I mean, I am, but, you know, I'm still saying it, and I mean what I say. There's a lot of other things, dude. Like, I know I talk about that, but, you know, like, I had a crazy Sonic Cross, like, fanfiction phase. Not even a joke. I think there was an intruder here, so I'm gonna get off the topic and focus on the game really quickly. There was an intruder. I think there was... No, nothing. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm not gonna get out of my head here.
Right here.
We're just now getting to the point. What a pain.
Don't you... Did you? Never mind.
Hey, don't sigh. This is a good thing.
Sorry.
Anyway, let's head inside.
I mean, I started, like, second-guessing myself, thinking about, like, wait, was there an intruder? That had to have been.
Intruder for sure. We know someone bumped into Amapal.
The culprit probably hit Amapal on their way out. After that, they must have intended to leave the lab. But they couldn't because we were in the front chamber.
Right, so then...
So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
And then they left after we, you know, went to go and try and get help and stuff. Or, well, afterwards, excuse me.
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the scene,
We would have found out who the culprit was, and we also probably could have stopped the chief from getting hurt, huh?
you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
Or were you just distracted by Fubuki again?
Again? I mean, no, I wasn't distracted by... never mind.
It's super lame to make up excuses, Master.
Hey!
It's not an excuse.
Reason.
It is true. If I had thought about why Amapal was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for them. And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yako wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
I don't want to say this because it sounds insensitive, but there's no point talking about what-ifs. All that matters is the present right now, Yuma.
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
See? Listen to my girlfriend. I mean, Shinigami. I didn't say that. Who? What? No, I'm just playing. Puzzle says, it's so funny to... Sorry, let me just adjust this real quick so I can see a little bit better. Ooh, that's a little bit louder. Okay, that's better. It's so funny to see the contrast to school days now that I'm a teacher. Because back then, people made fun of me for liking anime, and now as a teacher, I hear kids talk about anime when it's a free period. Even try to involve me and ask me if I know certain animes. Suddenly I became the cool teacher. First off, let me give praise to you for being a teacher, because that is one of the best professions in the world. Like, I know teachers get a bad rap, because they don't get paid enough, and don't get treated well for most things. But at the same time, I think people need to like start giving some good respect to teachers, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that's gonna help guide the next generation. Just saying right now. That's first thing. So big ups to being a teacher. That's awesome. Two, yeah, like I had a phase, and I'm not again not trying to be all, yo, wow, V, we understand, we can relate, we'll give you some sympathy because you've been bullied. Yeah, I have, but I mean, I was one of many, right? And it sucks, but at the same time, and I don't want to say I'm grateful being bullied, because I know that would be like, oh, well, V's a masochist. No, I wish, and I hope people aren't bullied. Like, never get bullied, because bullying sucks balls. Like, if you are one, come on, man. The only person that should be bullied and ever is Yomi, because this guy sucks balls. But full seriousness, one thing I gotta admit that came good of the bullying, if that's a weird thing to say, was, I don't know, I mean, yeah, I could have changed like so drastically. I can't imagine my life if I gave up on it, because I mean, I really don't at the time. I know if I like take a minute or maybe go through some old stuff, I mean, I could maybe come close to remembering what it is, but I honestly can't 100% be truthful to you guys and say, oh, I know exactly what kept me on the path of liking anime and video games and comics and stuff. I don't 100% remember. All I know is I got bullied and teased, and that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't have many friends in school, especially for a while, but I didn't like that, I wanted to discover such great things. I don't know, like, again, there's no point in thinking about what ifs, right? There's no point in thinking about what ifs. I mean, you are a masochist. I'm not a masochist.
Right.
Just a masochist content creator. There's a difference between being me as a... You know, I have you folks know, I'm actually not a masochist. I just like pain. But that doesn't mean I'm a masochist. Like, oh, it's automatic. Just because I like, you know, getting hurt doesn't mean I'm a masochist, right? And then someone throws a dictionary at me. You don't know everything, teacher.
Really? Another fork in the path.
Again, dude? How did the culprit enter the lab?
Seems like we're finally at the central question.
Deactivated security by cutting power, never entered in the first place, invited in by the doctor. Well, I know what it's not.
This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
How do you have a book in here? Wait, no, I'm being serious. How are you able to take a book into the Mystery Labyrinth?
You can bring your own stuff into the Mystery Labyrinth?
I'm glad that that's addressed. I was about to say, dude.
He's just special.
I wish other people would have been special. Now you're gonna say he's gonna be able to actually use his forte.
I could use my forte, but I'm too lazy. I'll leave it to you to solve this one, Yuma.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Come on!
You're that good-for-nothing anemic vampire. What's up with your killer deductions, Master? Maybe then I'll give you tongue.
What? Let's see here. How did the culprit enter the lab? Deactivate. Okay, so I know it's not invited by the doctor. I'm not falling for that one. Never entered the first place. Deactivated security by cutting power. I mean, yeah, right? Never entered in the first place. They did enter the first. Wait, the culprit did enter the first place. He kicked off the He kicked off Wally and went in. It had to be. Didn't he? Hold on. Isn't there a key I have that said something about the power? Power. Where are we at? I really should go through all these. Here we go. Operates on a separate power system that is managed in the electrical room. Right after the blackout, a researcher near the electrical room went inside to turn the power back on. At the time, they witnessed a dark silhouette pass through the shadows. The researcher claims it must have been a hitman. Although the identity of the figure is unknown, it's certain a suspicious person was near the electrical room after the blackout. Right, exactly. So it had to have been, had to be to shut off the security. So they had to deactivate the security by cutting off power. They had... Wait a minute. Wait a second. Did he cut off power? He did cut off power, right? Wait a second. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Didn't they... Oh, I think my head's hurting. Didn't they say the doc was so fearful he had his own, like, backup power or something? Is that real, or am I spacing on this? No. I think he said he had that, right? Yeah, wait. I didn't read this properly, did I? I kind of just glossed over it. The critical lab security system operates on a separate power system. What's managed? It can't be the security system. Yeah, I'm remembering. Because the doc was like, you know, a coward. He was like, well, if anyone tries to shut off the power, I got my own generator. It's powered by Hamtaro and all the little hamsters from the old anime. It will give me all the power I need for at least a good 20 minutes. But, okay, you might have glossed over that a little bit, but... Yeah, if it operates on a different thing, a different generator, then there's no way he could have deactivated security. Security would have still ran, but then... The doctor couldn't have let him in, right? Like, there's no way the doctor would have, but then... He did go in, didn't he? Oh, gosh, now I can't think. Okay. Let's take a second. We know it's not deactivated security by cutting power because the security system was still going because he has his own energy generator. So, if anything, we actually cross out the left path. Never entered in the first place, invited by the doctor. Would the doctor actually invite him in? No, there's no way the doctor would invite him in. But then it would have to be this. Just by reasoning alone by nulling out the other two. Right? I don't know. Well, I mean, if I'm wrong, I'll just take damage. But I don't know. I think I'm more confident, not by much. Like, if I had to put on a percentage thing, I think I'm 30. Ugh. If I had to put it like out of 100%, I'd say I'm like 30% that it could be that the doctor let him in. I think I'm 40%. I'm just gonna go with it.
Right here.
Because the other two just don't make sense, right? That's the right answer? Is that the right answer? It was the right answer.
Culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the culprit was in there.
Perhaps the intruder is not the culprit after all.
Wait, what?
So you're saying that the doctor committed suicide? If the doctor
Wait, I didn't think that. I just thought the other two didn't make sense.
The culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it, there would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
Wait. So the doc committed suicide? But it was in his back. No, there's no flipping way. Right? It can't be. Like, we saw the knife. Hold on. Now I'm really losing my mind here. Were there knife wounds in his back? Yeah, there was a knife in his back. There's no way he committed suicide. But that wasn't what I was thinking when I said the whole, the middle path. I just thought the other two didn't make sense. Otherwise, he'd have to have, like, super, like, stretchy arms to just, like, go all the way around and be like, I got this. And then just, you know, gut check or gut himself or something. Well, I guess back himself. You know what I mean? You want to be, that's a really bad way to commit, what do I say? Because I don't really like using that word. Because I really am trying to censor myself, and I do want these videos to eventually get monetized, or at least draw up in a video game. So I'm gonna start saying like Sudoku. That's a really way bad. I'm gonna read Puzzle said. That's a really bad way to commit Sudoku. You'll want to be painless. I still think one of the robots did it. I mean, you could put the knife against something and jump on it wrestling style, but the robot had balls for hands, so I don't know if there's a way for that to happen, right? I mean, the only way you could use the robot would be to, like, I guess you could tie a knife to the ball and then, you know, just, like, thrust, and then that might do some work. Which I just realized is bad phrasing. Don't take that out of context. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm getting lost. Every time I feel like I'm trying to get it, I'm not getting it. Oh, I don't like this room already. Also, I should probably save. Because we did do that reasoning death, whatever. I'm gonna start overwriting some saves. Alright, let's go. What the heck is that? Uh-oh.
Huh? A trap?
Aw, man.
Guess you were wrong, Yuma. Well, I already knew that before you entered.
Wait, what? No, we had to be.
Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? You should have said so earlier.
Freaking Vivian, don't smile when you say that.
People only grow by learning from past mistakes, which is why I purposely...
Whoa. Those look like the things from Dragon Quest. Those statue enemies.
Lester, we have to get out of here!
What am I supposed to do?
How do we get out?
Use logic to show how this route is the wrong one!
All right, I'll try.
What am I supposed to do? Why is the doctor committed suicide not correct? Wait, it's the only solution key. Wait, what? I mean, is this a trick? It's the only key I have. Why does it say select the correct solution key if that's the only key I got? Was that a trick or was that on purpose? I'm confused.
That's right. The doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back.
What if that was like the first time the game was like giving me a gimme, like an easy one? Because of everything that's happened, just to like trip me up. Because now I'm expecting that to be a trick, man.
One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself.
Oh yeah, there were 3 stab wounds. I didn't I completely glossed over that. But it was still one of those things where he would have to land it on his back, and then quickly got up and fell on his face to do that, to commit Sudoku. Ain't happening.
But he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that. There's no way it was a suicide.
Also, Puzzles, I didn't know you were a teacher. This is way after the fact, but I didn't know you were a teacher. That's super hella hype. I know I already gave you praise,
Well,
but...
I may have messed
Holy
up,
moly.
but at least we got a little closer to the truth.
Like, can I, like, give you, like, a applause or stuff? Like, I don't know how you feel. Like, how is teaching? I'm curious. And for any other teachers that are watching this, you came to my videos? I hope I'm able to educate you on something. But no, jokes aside, though, like, how do you like being a teacher? I'm curious.
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
I know. I'll do better next time.
So, then I was wrong then. But he... Wait. No, was I wrong? About the middle option? No, it had to be, because the thing had a security power. Like, it had its own backup generator, didn't it? I'm so confused. So that was the wrong answer, but it still gave me, like, a cutscene and everything? Learn something new about me every day. You teach middle schoolers. They're a bratty bunch, but I love having and love hugs. Aw, I'm glad for you. I mean, obviously, you would probably, like, tell me the truth that you were like, oh, now we're back here? Okay, so then now I'm extra confused. So what is it?
Yuma.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Why not?
Because I was told that you are the type to like being in bad circumstances.
That... Can't believe everything you hear on the internet, man.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all good. Let's just went out. This time let's hit it out of the park.
So then, it's not... It's because there's no way he was invited by the doctor. And I thought it was the middle one because they cut off power, but... I mean, what else is it? Like, there's no other one. The doctor couldn't have invited him. He had to have gone in, right? Okay, so if that's not right, and he did go in the doctor, then cutting out all those theories means that he must have cut off power, and maybe I just misread something, or I'm misremembering something. If that's the case, then I bet a bunch of people probably said in the comment section at this point was like, V, come on, man. He is even telling me, he's like, you said no last time. You're choosing this? I don't know, because now I don't know if it's going to give me the wrong answer or not. Did I try the other one just in case? Screw it, I'm already here. It's just, whatever. The only way I'm going to know is by trying it. No point thinking about what ifs.
The culprit used the blackout to slip past security and into the lab. That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
I think, but didn't he say he had another, like, energy generator or something? Wait, is that the statues again? Is this wrong? Was he let in by the doctor? Okay, now I'm really extra confused. Then why would it let me do this if I was wrong again?
Huh? This route is wrong too?
I'm really confused.
Again?
No need to worry, Yuma. I don't mind it at all if we can't find a way to move forward.
Well, I can. I got other games to play.
Even I'm losing motivation. You can take care of this on your own, can't you, Master?
Don't let him influence you!
Is it gonna be one key again? Maybe it's because it was just like, you know what? We know you were wrong. We're not gonna give you 50 million keys. Just take this one, get out of here, try it again. Which meant that the doctor let him in?
The doctor said the critical lab was on a separate grid, and the lab switchboard wasn't in the electrical room.
Yeah, that was the reasoning why I ruled it out in the first place, but when the other room was wrong, then it had to be this. But now I'm trying to think, like, how did the doctor let him in?
Security wouldn't shut off.
He must have known him.
Even
The
if
two
there
must have known
was a
each other.
blackout in the building.
Oh, you know what? I just thought about something. Where's that key? Where's the photo? Where's the torn photo? Where is it? I bet I just thought about it. Oh god, it makes so much sense now. Oh, it's so flippin' embarrassing. Because the woman has a lab coat, which meant I'm assuming the doctor knew her, and I'm assuming the guy. So that must mean that the doctor did let him in because it was someone that the doctor knew and maybe trusted? I didn't think about that at all, though. If that's the case, because it can only be that door that the doctor let him in. That's so dumb.
No excuses, Master. Do it again.
I know.
You're tired, Yuma. Why don't you lie down for a bit?
Can't. Because if I do, people aren't going to want to watch my videos.
Resting here wouldn't help me at all.
Wonder what it'd be like to be a teacher. If I could be a teacher, I don't know. I mean, there's perks to, like, all grade levels. Like, elementary school, I guess you'd have to have the patience, but I've always been good with kids. I think, like, teaching elementary school kids would be great, because you get to, like, see them be creative, you know, see their upbringing, and get to, like, mold them into good things. Middle school feels like it's kind of like the middle area, where it's like, okay, kids are not, you know, simple kids. They're kind of being aware of things, but they don't know any better, because they're kids. High school is interesting because high schoolers might kind of like see you more like on an adult kind of circumstance, because they were like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, we know you're a teacher, but come on. I guess it really also depends on the area in school, because I'm playing the scenario being like, oh, well, V, you talked about it, so we're giving you the opportunity to be an elementary school for one day, a teacher for one day, a middle school teacher for a second day, and a high school teacher for a third day. And if you manage to get through all 3 days, we'll give you $5,000. I'm like, oh, heck yeah, sweet. I feel like if that was the case, and this is the hypothetical for you guys, and YouTube, let me know in the comment section when you get this video, but for $5,000 for 3 days straight, you have to teach an elementary school class, teach at an elementary school, teach at a middle school, and teach at a high school. I will say that I know some of you guys are being like, okay, then what's the area? And can't believe it has to be this. It has to be this. It would have to be, because I can't just give you guys $5,000 easily. Let's say it's in an area where, or a circumstance rather, not area, where the elementary school kids are like, think of, if anyone's seen the cartoon show Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, the episode, I think it's during the Halloween episode when Mac ate a bunch of candy and he went on like that crazy like hyper spree. Like the elementary school kids gotta be basically like Little Macs. Not the Punch Out character, like Little Mac from Foster's. Middle school kids, I want to put them like, I don't know, it would be a good like kind of middle thing to make it worse for them. Definitely be prankers. I'm thinking like something along the lines of like Disney's Recess, but they treat you kind of like Miss Finster, but in a really negative way. And then high schoolers, well, I don't think I really need to like throw a scenario of high school, because most high schools, especially depending on grade level, most of them don't even give a crap about you. So just imagine a really like, I don't know, crummy high school or something. Or you can imagine like being one of those like I can see it in some anime, like those like delinquent schools, like from things like not from the Tokyo Revengers, but things like Beelzebub or like Tenjo Tenge a little bit, or Ikitosen to a degree, like kind of like schools where there's a bunch of like people that are ready to like fight you, like something like that. Like you gotta go through the ringer for those 3 days. It's not gonna be easy, but if you do, you manage to get $5,000. Would you do it? And if you would, let me know in the comment section, because I'm curious. Puzzle says, and I quote, sorry, let me just adjust this again. Middle schoolers are in a sensitive age, so we're told over and over not to refuse any kind of hugs and not to shut them down if possible. It gets hard to stop them from being too rowdy because anything you do might hurt them more than other ages. Yeah, I can see that. Because high schoolers are a lot more or less aware. Although, to be fair, even as a high schooler, I always thought I was a bit more, like, Caribbean sensitive to other people. Granted, I mean, I was bullied, so I kind of, like, kept away, but I didn't mean I wasn't aware of it. I think elementary school kids, I'll agree with you on that, Puzzle, because I think most elementary school kids probably don't, like, know, or they're aware of things. They'll just be, like, you know, want to have fun. I don't know. I don't really remember much of everything from elementary school, but I remember going through a lot of schools, and I remember, I think it was, I was in Jersey. I talk about this in different streams that I went through a lot of schools, public, private, boarding, and Christian schools. One of them that I went to was, and I don't know if it exists, but there's a school in Jersey called Vailsburg Christian Academy. The only thing I remember about that was that our teacher tried to like motivate us to care by having these two like shows that they would make the kids watch. One of them was like VeggieTales, but I didn't like VeggieTales because it made me hungry. And the other thing was the show called, or I think it was called Bible Man or something like that. I don't remember it all that well, but I was like, oh, okay, breastplate of righteousness or whatever. I had some very interesting school circumstances. Like, I went through private schools, then a Christian school, then a private school, then I think it was a public school, then a private school again, and then a public school? I went through a lot of schools. That's just the end all be all. We'll talk about that more later. The bottom line is, I think elementary school kids probably won't, like, care or remember all that much. That doesn't mean you can't neglect them. Like, don't neglect teaching, obviously. Don't neglect the kids, because they'll be molded by you.
The doctor invited the culprit in? But why?
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside.
Yeah.
If the culprit was invited to the lab, then he easily would have been able to enter.
Ah, so you think the doctor disabled the security? He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
I think it's because of that photo. Wait, that's wrong too? What do you... It can't be. Because I see the statues from Dragon Quest again. Wait. Is this scripted? This must be scripted. This has to be scripted. It's a trap, right? Yeah, it's wrong. There was no right answer.
This was the last route.
Got it. Okay. I'm losing myself. I'm wigging like crazy because I thought I was like, whatever. Whatever.
This labyrinth is a tricky one. It's like one of those old detective novels. Perhaps you're the real culprit, Yuma.
Stop, Vivia.
But I'm just saying, why not?
Oh, welcome, Mimomiki, to the stream. Said, how are you feeling about the case so far? I hate it. I hate this case so far. But I'm extra confused because I'm trying to figure this out. Like, all 3 of these routes were wrong.
Really, Master?
Stop.
Of course not! Focus! We need to get out of here!
These statues from Dragon Quest. Is going to be 1 key again. Security log of the critical lab. Whenever the security system is turned off on all the data is automatically recorded. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. And that was actually one of the last key. That was the key I just got too, not too long ago. It said that the last time was only an hour. It wouldn't have been the case. Oh. That means that it was scripted. So I wasn't wrong or
The log on
right?
the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut security just to let someone in.
Oh, why? Well, okay, it's not that I don't hate it. If anything, I do like it to make me think a lot more than some of the other cases, but...
What's going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
I think the reason is because I would have at least... I'm kind of... So, Miyomiki, you may not know this about me, especially for this kind of game or anything, but I admit there's moments where I might overthink a little. And this isn't helping me because I'm trying to, like, piece together how this, and this happened, or who the culprit is, and blah, blah, blah. But when it throws in various things, that throws me it throws me for a loop. And even worse, it's information that I know, and I just kind of forget about it. Like, okay, perfect example to better explain this, and for those who are listening on YouTube. That very scenario we just did about the whole why do we let the doctor in, I didn't even think of, I completely forgot about the security log, and we got that just earlier this episode. My mentality was, okay, it couldn't have been the other 2, so it had to be this, because of the reasons why. Well, can we just say that the killer can teleport or something? You're gonna hate this chapter according to Miyuki? I'm probably already hating this chapter. But you know what? Actually, no, I kind of really dig this chapter. We got to see a lot of it. I think this honestly might be my favorite. Now, Fubuki is still among my top, but Vivia's like, I don't know. I can never bring myself to ever not smile when Vivia's around. I got an ad in the middle of saying, what you're saying. I don't know. I think this is honestly my favorite chapter. Like, there's so much to the characters. You get to see Yuma step up. This is actually making me think, like, I gotta think, like, 2 steps ahead and 2 steps back to try and, like, figure things out. It's like I'm swinging with, like, 5 bats.
I wonder what it means.
It means that there's another route that I'm not aware of. But that does remind me, that happened before with the school, right? Where there were 2 different routes that weren't right, and there was another one. So there has to be, like, an extra route that's gotta open, at least to my assumption. I'm like extra motivated for this, and unlike the other ones where I was like, I hate the culprit, blah blah blah, I'm just so curious. Alright, so now I'm back here. Where did that come from?
Hey, there's another door!
That's not fair. Well, I figured there's gonna be another door, but still.
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared!
AKA, the game decided to take pity on you because you suck.
Ouch. Thanks, Shinigami.
Interesting. The Mystery Labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
That's literally what I was just going out tired for. This game's... It knew I was gonna do that, too. And I bet you I'm not the first person. Of course I'm not the first person.
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
You sound disappointed.
I'm a little bit disappointed myself. He says, I stream Reload for 2 of my friends who can't play it, so I missed a bit of the stream. Oh, don't worry. Well, for starters, like, this episode was a little later. I had a lot happen to me really last minute, which is why I'm doing this as late as I am, depending on when you're watching this, or early. But you're all good. Or just, you know, check out the VOD or something, or watch it later on YouTube.
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route.
So it has to be this door, right? Shinigami, please. Entered and killed via spectral projection.
They use spectral projection to
Wait,
enter
what?
and kill him?
Wait, no, how could they?
Then the culprit is...
No way. No flippin' way it's you.
I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. That's never happened before.
No, no. That can't be. No, not real, right? No, it can't be. Oh no, now I'm starting to think of how it could be. No, he can't be. No. He can't interact with things in ghost form. Because he said that to me. He was like, this is just a show. I can do it, but I can't mess with things as a ghost. Right?
How dare you trick me?
It's gotta be a red herring.
There is no escape. Once the Mystery Labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged. Master, let's finish up this Mystery Labyrinth and boom kill this dude.
Hold on!
Wait, Shinigami. Ugh. Wait, I'm being forced in? Wait, no, it's not right. I don't think that's right. Oh, she's forcing me in. I can't control this. This is automatic.
Huh? Another trap?
Okay, it is wrong. Oh, thank God.
That's why I said to wait. There's no way Vivi is the culprit.
I was about to... No, I couldn't. I feel ashamed for actually having that slight thought of thinking it could be him. I'm so ashamed of myself. Whoa.
Beat this thing. I won't be convinced until you do.
Yeah, because he can't. Like, can't touch anything while using special protection. It can't take over someone else's body, nor can it be hurt. Man, I really wish it could, though. It'd be awesome.
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form. He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife.
A lot of things. Come on, Shinigami. This ain't your first rodeo. Mimiki says, me and my friends, oop, hold on, can't read it, there we go, seem to have a bit of a pattern for her favorite characters. She's played P3 and P5. She likes Ryuji and Junpei, so you can guess who she might like in P4. Oh, I got you. Don't worry. I know exactly who you like. If you like Ryuji and Junpei, it's clearly obvious who your type's gonna, who you're gonna like. Betting money right now. You're gonna like Mitsuo. No, okay. I'm kidding. No, don't cancel me. Don't unsubscribe. I'm making a joke. Like, first off, you don't have a choice but to like kanji. Like, you must. It is in it is in the Constitution. It is in the world records of the history or laws or whatever. It is against the Geneva Convention to not like kanji. I'm saying it right now. I put my name on it. And I hope people didn't humor in for those. Oh, I said I made a joke that the best boy in P4 was Mitsuo. Oh, you know what? Better. Instead of Mitsuo, what if the person you like would be Mr. Muraoka? Ugh. Yeah, you know what? Screw kanji. Go for Mr. Muraoka. Everyone likes Muraoka Sensei.
So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything.
Why are you sweating? Boo tomatoes. Anyone who doesn't like kanji is a red flag. No, I'm telling you, it is. I'm telling you right now, any local authorities watching this video. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't make that joke. I was about to say, you know what? Screw it. Whatever. I don't mind. I think it is against the law, and local authorities should have absolute right to arrest people that don't like kanji. I'm saying it right now. And then I say that, right? And I can imagine waking up, and then all of a sudden, like, police are gonna knock my door and be like, hello, who is it? Like, we like to talk to a Mr. V, as in vitamin DGR. And it's like, oh, let me just look through the keyhole here. Oh, cops. It's like, hi, how can I help you? It's like, I'm sorry, are you the Vitamin DGR? The one who goes by the moniker, the voice you can't forget? Master of a million faces, being able to bring smiles to people's faces, excuse me? It's like, yes. Handsome, charismatic, beautiful, charming, who also did episode 27 of Master Detective last night and said something about how people not liking Kanji for Persona 4 should be arrested. It's like, yes. It's like, you got him. I get arrested for causing, for civil disobedience or something. It's like, what do you mean? I didn't do anything. It's like, fortunately, V, you are right. It is against the law, but we weren't trying to broadcast that to social media. Now, what you've done is cause people to be aware that there are rules that, you know what, we're not gonna have you talk anymore about this, and you don't need to know. So we're just gonna arrest you for causing some sort of civil panic or something. Because again, you gotta love Kanji. Kanji is, what's the opposite? He's unlovable. That's what I'm gonna say. I know it's not a real world, but he's unlovable. Like, you must love him. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, for anyone listening to this rant, I strongly urge you, please play Persona 4. Or wait into the future and I'll play Persona 4, and then you'll understand exactly my love.
Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
Also, that's very judgmental. You never should judge a book by a cover, Shinigami.
Sorry. I do try to stay out of sight.
Anyway, let's go back.
Is there gonna be a fifth door? There's gonna be a fifth door, I bet.
If he's not the culprit, then we're back to square one.
Let's try going back to the fork in the path. Maybe something else changed.
Might as well get going. I like how that the game was just like, yeah, we decided to throw the idea because we want to test and see if you really liked Vivia. I couldn't believe it was him. Vivia wouldn't do that. But at the same time, he was on it for the whole, like, keeping the peace and stuff, right?
Nothing's changed.
Chat says, I could never romance Naoto because I can't take Kanji's girl. No comment on that right now. Puzzle says, I missed last stream, but was Vivia confirmed to be able to hear Shinigami? That was actually further confirmed this episode. So, it was, as soon as we got into the Mystery Labyrinth, Vivia stated that he was aware that Shinigami was around. I don't know if you mind the spoiler though. I mean, obviously I could just say you could watch earlier this episode, or I don't know if you want me to say it. I don't want to like ruin it for you unless you, well, you're probably gonna just sort of watch it or hear me anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter altogether. But yeah, earlier Vivia said that he was always aware of like spirits and stuff, and he gained a forte because of it, and he was aware that there was something around Yuma that was connected to all this, and then he used his power and found out Shinigami's whole deal. Now, he can't hear Shinigami, I think, but he is aware of Shinigami's presence and kind of just like, you know, piece 2 and 2 together.
There aren't any new doors.
Oh, there wasn't a fifth door?
What? There's nowhere to go? What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Now I'm extra stumped.
Don't start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
I think Vivia would like it.
Hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain immensely.
But I don't mind doling it out, if that's what you're asking.
But you know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
But that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
True, but at least we know what it's not, so that's a step.
Nothing. Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Huh?
It's easy to say you want the truth, but are you sure you can handle it?
Vivi, you said I want to imagine the booth. I bet money after this. I don't know if he's seen the movie or anything or even knows it, Or at least, he must at least be aware of the meme, Alex Lee. But after he says,
Are you sure you can handle it?
he must have at least said, like,
You can't handle the truth.
No matter how cruel
Whoa.
the truth may be.
Can I handle it?
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can. I bet you're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant. This Mystery Labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
wait, is that true? Oh, it does affect because of me, right? I didn't think of it like that.
What are you talking about?
But I wouldn't say I'm reluctant.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
Got a point about my confusion's definitely affecting this, but I would not say I'm reluctant in the slightest.
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet. Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice.
Please stop being cryptic.
When that happens, you have to prove your conviction and expose the truth, like you said.
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clues.
As an apology for the distraction, let me tell you something.
What?
You ever wonder why?
Wonder why what?
Sorry, I was just merely thinking to myself. Anyway, you ever wonder why Onionade exists?
Onion what?
Somebody told me the other day to go onto Reddit and look up something called r/onion lovers. So I grew curious. I found out there's a bunch of drinks, especially Onionade, which is lemonade, but with the flavor and taste of onions. It does exist, so I tried it. It's quite interesting.
You're joking, right? Onion lemonade? Like, there's no way, right?
No, I'm not.
Unfortunately, I don't think Vivia's joking. And you're probably wondering why I know that. Folks know this by now. Every now and then if I'm bored, I'm gonna go check on Reddit because I like usually seeing what people say about various things like anime or games and stuff. I don't know at all. And I'm gonna talk about not during, I don't even want to do it during this playthrough, maybe during like a one visit or something. But I don't know how it led to it. But Reddit's been trying to recommend me to join up a bunch of weird subgroups. And it was like a couple days ago that I got a thing off of my phone being like, hey, so because you looked at, what was I last looking up? I was looking up stuff on the anime Alice Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. And I kid you not, I'm because I know people are gonna probably think I'm fake on this. I'm gonna find it after this episode. I'm gonna post the link on Discord, or I'll post a thing for the onion juice and the onion lemonade on the YouTube page on the description after this. I promise you, I'm not joking. But onion lemonade is a thing. It's called Onionade. It's not a joke. And for some dumb reason, Reddit was like, hey, because I know you were watching this whole, checking out this whole like anime thing. Hey, you're interested in onions? And all of a sudden, I can't stop getting recommendations to join r/onion lovers, which is a thing. And I haven't went on there 100%, but I was curious, and I was like, and then I skimmed, and the first article was like somebody having this like bottle of onion soda, or onion, I think it was onion soda. I know this because it's the group Howard's onion soda, and apparently they did other ones like bacon and I think cream corn or pumpkin pie and all of these things. I'm gonna find this because I know people probably won't believe me, but you folks know by now. My OG Vitamin DGR fans know this. I don't make this stuff up. I tell it like it is. And if you guys are new to me, I'll promise you I'll find information. But no, I'm not joking. I saw that, and then underneath that one was somebody talking about like, oh, it was like Onionade, and then I was like, what the flip is Onionade? So I got curious, and I scrolled through Reddit r/onion lovers, and sure enough, there was a link for Onionade. And it led to this webpage for Onionade. So, again, after this episode, I'm gonna show you guys. Because you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. But hey, we're all on this whole topic of teaching, so I don't know. Maybe B is a great substitute teacher. B might be the best substitute teacher you've never asked for.
This labyrinth appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation. So, instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Carve my own path?
With my solution blade.
That's right, Shinigami! We can create new routes with our own deductions. Maybe we can do it here.
We can? Oh, we can! Yeah, back at the school. Like, we forged a different path with the maze thing with Desahiko atop the roof that I hated. We could do something like that, right?
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system
that I need to figure out the biggest thing. Why the security system?
But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
Can we just say it was Yomi and go home?
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to, then fine. I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
No, the stupid barrel puzzle thing? I hate this. I don't care if I get eye candy. I hate this thing. Well, whatever. It's probably gonna be my last one. What do I gotta do? What's the word? The bird is the word. Oh, have you not heard? I was to my understanding that everyone had heard. What is this? What's this the thing? Oh, okay. Ompel design Fubuki's forte. Who is capable of overcoming the security system? Wait, 4 letters. P-A-D-U-L-A-M. What? That's gone. K-I-K-T-F-U-A minus... You? A robot is immune to poison. Oh! It was, wait, is there enough for Amapal? Is there enough letters for it? Is there AM? Oh, it might be.
That's right.
Oh, it is. It is Amapal.
You can do it, Master.
Is there another A? Is there another A? Is there another A? I think that's the only A.
Go.
Amapal? Is that how you do it? Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, cool. Oh, that's why that was an A minus. Wondering why that. Don't touch me. But enough of getting recommendations to join r/trains where all they do is post something akin to train of the day. Reddit is it. You know what? We need to talk about that. Not during this episode because it's basically the end. We gotta talk about like Reddit. I want to have a discussion with that one. Maybe I'll talk about it for Persona or something. There's a 5th freaking door. Oh, that's hype.
A new route appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
Actually, it was. I didn't know at all. I was like going into letters and I did the one because one of my friends watched one of my earlier episodes and was like, why don't you use the key things? You know that helps you. I was like, what? And I remembered I should use the key. I still hate those puzzles, but I gotta remember that she does help give some clues. Because I would not have thought about Amapal if she didn't say, well, a robot can go past. Wait a minute. Amapal was able to get through the security system. No flippin' way Wally's the murderer.
Perhaps I said too much.
Wally was tired of being stuck on Earth for that long.
Nothing has been solved yet.
Yo, if Wally's the culprit, I bet money it's because they were like, they separated him from Eve. Wait, is Disney, did Disney work on this game? Oh, I discovered a secret connection.
Express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
I've never been happy or sad. my entire life.
Ouch.
I want to die someday.
I can't believe it was Wally.
This guy's hopeless.
Wally.
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
Well, we'll have to do it next episode. Slow down, Shinigami. Alright, well, whatever. Yeah, because it's at the 2 hour. I might as well just do it now.
You really plan on going forward? Well, whatever.
Well, I'm definitely going to do it next episode. And reason why, I did think to go a little longer to make up for not being able to do it kind of on time, but I do need to watch my YouTube straight. So, thank you all for tuning in for this one. Definitely went on a whole teaching route. Like I said, at the end of this, I'm going to put in the description, and I'll post links. So, on Discord, I'll make certain that by the time this video is out, so YouTube, I don't know if it'll still be on Discord. Twitch, I'm gonna put it so that way you guys see it, so that way if you guys are like, man, he's lying, it's not true, then you guys can, you know, see it for yourselves. And YouTube, I'll post links for both the Onion Howard's thing as well as the Onionade on the description page, so that way under the description, so that way you guys know for yourself. But nonetheless, thank you all for tuning in for this one. Hey, we entered the Mystery Labyrinth, which means I have to throw a spoiler warning on this too. I kind of... It can't be Wally, right? Wally's not the culprit. It can't be. Not that robot, but it was so cute, and it has to be a trick. It has to be. I don't know. I'm not going to say what it is until later on. I still need more information. But nonetheless, thank you all for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this episode. If any bit of this information or any bit of this episode appealed to you, like always, please make sure to follow and subscribe. Whether you watch this on Twitch or YouTube, skip the ads and all that jazz. I already did the whole route. Next episode, we're going to go through the Mystery Labyrinth even further and, I don't know, figure this out, because we're going to have to forge our own path. All the paths I thought were completely ruled out, so we're going to have to think outside the bun for this. So, thank you all for tuning in, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. It can't be Wally. No. It really, truly cannot be Wally. But then again, I can understand it. It would be like, okay, we'll give you Eve back, but all you have to do is just off this jerk of a doctor. And then Wally's like, Ollie, approved, and then just goes for it. They would have to, like, tape a knife to the robot, and then... Actually, wait, would that work? No, wait. Would that work? Because you have to, like, retract the arm and go back and front and thrust. You'd have to thrust, like, properly, otherwise it wouldn't have, it wouldn't be able to do it, right?